Hey guys, so I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I was really sick there for a while, so I just was not able to pull myself up and do anything. So I really apologize. I did not mean to be gone so long. It really sucks. So again, I'm really sorry, but I have been kind of catching up with keeping up as much as I could with Michelle. I'm really glad that I got what I got because her channel's gone again. So yeah, um, that doesn't suck. Hopefully, yeah, I always say that, don't I? Never mind. I give up hope at this time. But anyway, so this is from um, her live, and it was about a week and a half ago, I guess, but we're going to do this anyway, even though it's old, just because she keeps dragging BoT, and she doesn't mean to. She thinks she's doing BoT a favor because she thinks, oh, my word is good. Everyone should listen to me. Yeah, not at all, Michelle. We don't listen to you except to, criticize you. And all right, so here we go.
Ironically, today is the anniversary that I started MGL, Michelle Goes Live, a year ago, um, to make my channel a non-bully channel. And boy, how did that change? I immediately started getting attacked. It didn't stop. Um, you did what you did to my channel, and now I'm part of the bullying. And you can say you come at people first. No, I don't. I've never come at anyone first.
Okay, so for the billionth time, Michelle, I'm going to point out, yes, you do. Every single time. You always come after people first. Now, making videos on you and criticizing you, etc., that's not bullying, and that's not coming after you. That's making commentary, and that happens like pretty much to everybody on YouTube. I've had people make videos on me. Do I watch them? No. Do I care? Honestly, no. Do I notice? Yeah, but only because you notice things like that, you know.
And I have not addressed BoT yet at all. What has been done to BoT is horrible, because BoT started a hate channel based off of me, and BoT made a lot of money off of me, right? Um, but I choose to forgive BoT, and it's a shame that all of the people that loved BoT so much and that were her friends and her diehards, her ride for lives, whatever. Yes, someone did dox the Airbnb, and the owners have got multiple calls.
And see, I never know whether to believe you about that or not because you you always overemphasize everything and you always over dramatize everything and you always exaggerate everything. So, Michelle, can we get to a point where you can just say, there were multiple calls or, there were 3 calls or something like that? Because you're a lot easier to believe when you don't say something like multiple, multiple, multiple. And then you say we don't believe you, and this is why.
To where I think that they're scared to list their Airbnb now, and that is just messed up. Because what did those poor people do? What did those poor people do for a bunch of lunatic fucking women to call an Airbnb and harass a family that has a nice business that is trying to make money.
Your dislike for someone should not affect other people who are standing by innocently, just making a living, doing a job, living their day-to-day lives, etc., etc. They don't deserve it. So please, please, if you're doing this, please don't. It's not fair to them.
You people are fucking lunatics. And this real life shit has gone too far. Too far. This is the second time that this has happened to me. And all I was doing was showing you a cool place. So who the fuck do you think you are to call the owners of a place that I paid for, that I was giving compliments to? Who gives you that right to call a place I'm staying and harass owners?
Well, see, people do have a right to do what they please. They do. You can ask nicely that they don't do things like that, but
Legitimately harass owners. What did I do? I cooked, I slept in their bed, and I made a video and I made some comments to people that were telling me horrible things. Now, gonna tell me something bad. Do not expect for me not to come at you and say bad things as well, because that's gonna happen. You've watched me long enough to know that if you are gonna say shitty things to me, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna say something worse to you that's really shitty. Okay? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to do that. You have no reason to go so real life on me. None whatsoever.
so you doxing people, threatening to dox people, doxing kids, and then claiming credit for doxing people and doxing kids. I mean, you were ticked off that you didn't get credit for doing that, Michelle, for doxing those kids. You were angry that you didn't get credit for that. And we've gone over it and over it and over it. Yeah, you want credit for doxing those kids. Personally, I think that's kind of sick, but that's my personal opinion. But yeah, you've done a lot to deserve a lot. And you have done things to people that are mental health issues now because you have just handled people completely wrong. But that's your tendency, isn't it? You handle everyone wrong. You handle everything wrong. Okay, moving on.
I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you have no real life. You're right too, Livy. I've never seen so many crazy, bored ladies on YouTube, and you are toxic people. And I pray for you.
But see, that's the thing. Who made us toxic towards you? You have done so much to so many people, and then you defend it like crazy, and then you say that we attack you. No. For once, I agree with Michelle. All this real life is why I left YouTube. I mean, this shit is really ridiculous. Yeah. It's a fine line, Michelle. Okay, with you, it's a very broad line, and you crossed it. Okay, moving on.
I pray for you because I rented a place to spend the night. I said how nice it was. Actually, I did not do that to Amber. I think it was Flava or someone that came out and said they did that. So, Sammy, this is your last chance to be in here, and then you're blocked. Okay? How did they find out where I was staying? Because I said I was staying in Joplin, and I thought the place was cute, and I was showing everybody around the Airbnb, and so they looked up every Airbnb in Joplin, and they found it. Just like they did to me when I went to Dallas. Just like when I was in Dallas.
So, Michelle, how many thousands of people have told you don't tell anyone where you're going, even if everyone knows where you are going? Don't say where you are going, because I mean, you could have been staying outside of the town. You could have been, anything.
And it was snowing, and they called and they tried to have me, Jake, and Lola thrown out of an Airbnb in the middle of a snowstorm because I was smoking a cigarette half inside and half outside of an apartment. That's how crazy some of you fuckers are.
If you open yourself up to criticism and things like that happen, which, like I said, should not be happening. No one should be doing this to anyone. Just saying. But, okay, there are some instances like, ex-cons who are guilty of certain crimes, if you know what I mean. But otherwise, I mean, that's not this situation. But if you're going to open yourself up to it, you got to think ahead. Stop telling people where you are, what you're doing, etc. Please, for your own sake, for your own sanity. Okay.
That is how crazy you fuckers are. Because when I was in Dallas and I showed it off, there was a shower curtain that said "Get Naked," and I wasn't even in Dallas. I was in Irving. Do you know how many Airbnbs there are in the metropolitan area of Dallas? Do you know what no lives these women have to go through every Airbnb that was pet friendly to look up all the pictures and find a shower curtain to call?
Um, okay, I don't know who would be that dedicated to harassing anyone, so I am not at all convinced that that many people would have that kind of talent and that kind of patience. But how did we get on Dallas? How did we get back to Dallas? Because that was, a long time ago. So we were talking about the Airbnb in Kansas. You you move around too much, Michelle, in your conversation. I mean, isn't that isn't relevant at this point. I mean, really, it's not relevant at this point. But okay, we'll go back to Dallas. Oh, and by the way, it's Houston. Just saying. I have to throw that in, It's Houston. I don't know where she got the idea it was Houston. Probably the only person who ever pronounced it that way. Okay, moving on.
Okay, you say don't give up so much information about what I'm doing, Sumi. However, it gave them no reason. It gave them no reason to call and harass owners of a rental property. Those people did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. So why would you do that to them? So now BoT. You all rode hard, died hard for BoT. You loved BoT. You loved BoT so much. But did you really love BoT? Or did you just hate me so much and you went to her channel because it was a hate channel? It showed that you just hated me so much and that's why you built her channel.
I don't hate you, Michelle. I don't think anyone actually hates you. We hate your words, we hate your actions. But so many of us have actually tried to help you, and we have tried to steer you, and we have tried to actually, kind of guide you in the right direction, especially if you listen to our comments. Because saying we hate you is a really, really long stretch. Hate is such a strong word, but we hate your actions, we hate your words because you hurt people so, so much. And you need to not do that. No one should do that, and you do it intentionally. Admit it, you do it intentionally. So if you don't like it, why do you do it? Okay, moving on.
Because BoT and I started talking behind the scenes, and I think she's a really decent person. And she was actually scared to tell. Yeah, I'll talk about ski in a minute, but BoT was actually too scared to tell people that I was actually a decent person behind the scenes. And she was like, Michelle, I really think that I can turn this around and I can bring this to where people might actually like you.
Okay, for those of you who are not aware, and I am not trying to dummy this down or anything like that, I'm simply saying, for those of you who are not aware of what this means, that's called grooming. Okay? When you are trying to work your way in and you're trying to get someone to, overlook the bad and trying to ease in and make it look like things are better, whether it's for yourself or for someone else, it is literally called grooming. That's what criminals who commit these, really horrible crimes, that's what they do. Okay? I'm just saying that is called grooming. So please realize that not only was it a matter of being a traitor in so many people's eyes, but BoT was actually trying to get people to accept Michelle and to think of her in better terms and trying to get us to accept her and think that she's okay. And that's called grooming. Just letting you know, just saying that is exactly what it is. So I'm just pointing this out. If you didn't already not appreciate the way we were being treated over there, please understand that I am not trying to sway anyone. I'm just pointing it out. And if you're still over there and you want to watch this video, understand that I do not support you and your choice. That is your decision to make. Okay, moving on.
Because I think you're a decent person. Now, do I think that everything BoT has done to me was okay? Hell no. Do I think that she made tons and tons and tons of money on me? Yes, I do. But it was my place to forgive BoT. And we forgave each other. There was no working behind the scenes. We were not making money behind the scenes. We were not scamming behind the scenes, right? BoT did one thing to help me. And fuck, after all the money BoT made on me, her giving me $50 was like pretty much a kick in the bucket.
Okay, You mean a drop in the bucket? I don't think he meant she was kicking the bucket. Just saying. I'm sorry, but I laugh about that one every time. Yeah. So, no, she didn't owe you anything. She owed you absolutely nothing. And she definitely didn't owe you something as dirty as what she did. But I don't know, maybe you think of that as part of her payback to you, that she lost a lot of subs and that she, ended up in the situation she's in. I mean, it was her choice, but at the same time, I don't know. You seem to revel in it, Michelle. You seem to take a lot of pride in that whole situation. So, yeah, I'm going to say that's kind of selfish and mean. Okay, moving on.
For what she did to me. Um, it's absolutely sickening and disgusting that you people that called yourself her friends and like loved her, loved her, loved her, loved her, and now to see what you're doing to her. And let's be real. Let's really be real. Okay? If you did not know that she was fibbing about those children, then you had blinders on.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to that. Now you're going to start talking about her and the kids, and that needs to not be revisited. You need to stop about everything with her. Seriously, you need to stop. You're not helping anything, and you're definitely not helping BoT, especially. But yeah, I think we can have our own opinions about it. And just like you, we can decide whether or not we want to get along with her. Because it's just, kind of sick to expect people to listen to you, Michelle, considering how many people you've hurt and how many people have literally left you because you hurt so many people. So, no, no, I'm not going to listen to you. Thank you.
You had blinders on. So you supported her, even knowing in the back of your mind that she was probably lying about the kids. So stop using that as an excuse. Stop using that as an excuse to hate BoT. You hate BoT because you hate me so much, and she made friends with the enemy.
Wars have started over less, Michelle. And yeah, I don't hate BoT. I can't speak for anyone else, obviously, because I am my own person. They are their own person. I don't hate you. I don't hate BoT. I just don't like betrayal. I don't like mean people. I don't like people who are willing to betray someone who is, you know, definitely there for them and talking to them about a certain subject and then turn around and betray the trust that they have built over time. But I will not put myself in a situation of being negatively impacted by decisions that are completely against what I believe. So, no, nope, nope. It's not called hate. It's called self-protection and self-reliance. Let's get that straight. Okay, moving on.
Right? Period. That's why you hate BoT, and that is why you were destroying her channel. And that's pretty shitty of you. Man, I tell you what, with friends like you, what about what you said about her daughter? I didn't. I did not call on her daughter. I did not post ads on her daughter. I was not the person behind the emails. Do you understand? I wasn't that person, and she found out it was. That it was not me. So, what you were doing to BoT You guys are wrong. You guys are legitimately wrong. You don't want to see the best in anyone. All you want to do is bring people down and try to make them feel bad because you have your own problems. You have your own problems and you want to hate bond. And that's a bad way to live life. Hate bonding. Think about it. Hate bonding on another person. I mean, about a stripper. Lisa, that was the truth. Like, that was the truth. And we were angry with each other. And that was kind of the truth about BoT. And we were angry at each other. And we said a lot to each other that we've forgiven each other for. So, do you understand? Stop asking me things I have said about BoT because we have forgiven each other. It is not your business to bring up BoT and I's past, right? It is not your business to say, but you did this and you did that when BoT and I have forgiven each other.
Yeah, but it is. Because the betrayal is deep. The hurt is deep. And we actually were in BoT's chat and a part of BoT's channel because of, you can call it hate bonding all you want, but it wasn't hate bonding. It was a common, it was common ground about so many things. It wasn't just about you, Michelle, and about Bombshell, and about some other things. So, no, it wasn't all about you. And no, she doesn't owe you a damn thing, woman. Not a damn thing. But she owes people who actually supported her and cared about her an explanation, and we still haven't gotten it. She owed us something, and we haven't gotten anything. So, no, we have a right to look at it, and we have a right to talk about it, and we have a right to be disgusted and hurt. So, no, you don't get to say that. You don't get to say you're not entitled to an opinion when we were the ones in the middle. So, no, you can't say that. We have every right. Okay, moving on.
It is not your business. You can't question me on anything I've said or done about BoT because we have forgiven each other. Do you understand that? Now, for everybody saying, look at all the horrible things that you have done to people on YouTube. If I have not done anything, I've not done anything to you personally, then you need to get rid of the grudge. Bye bye, country girl. Guys, deuces. Country girl, deuces. Deuces. I don't think that you need to be here.
Because you can't handle criticism, but you can hand it out. Okay, moving on.
Share Bear, again, Share Bear, get Share Bear out of here. Any person that's going to argue with me on this live is gone. Again, you said said things about BoT's daughter. Okay, was it your daughter, Share Bear? Was it your daughter? No, it wasn't. It wasn't your daughter, right? BoT and I have apologized for the things that we have done and said to each other. Therefore, it is not your place. What is it? Not my monkey, not my circus. It is not your place to speak up for BoT when I'm telling you that we have forgiven each other.
Again, we were all caught in the middle. And yeah, you were militant and nasty to people about not accepting your word about BoT's daughter. And a lot of people got very attached to her daughter. And you guys brought up the daughter's name. You brought up all sorts of things about her daughter. You exposed things that shouldn't have been exposed. You exposed things that weren't real. So, in other words, you fabricated things in order to embarrass people and hurt people. So, yeah, again, we have a right to question all of that because it's confusing now. We have no idea what to believe. No, no, you can't tell us we can't question things, Michelle, because we were stuck in the middle and we didn't even know it. Honesty. Honesty goes a long way. All right, moving on.
If you want to like ride on her coattails, be her white knight, then Share Bear, your ass needs to be over there on the phone with her, apologizing instead of turning your back on her.
But see, who do you know? How do you know who has turned their back on her? And we didn't turn our backs on her. We learned from our mistake. She turned her back on us. Okay, moving on.
Okay? That's what you need to do. If you're going to throw things out that I said to BoT, then your ass better be over there and you better be backing her instead of talking shit about her. Because that's all you are, Share Bear, is a shit talker. You are coming at me and saying that I said these things about her daughter, and I'm telling you, like you're hating me for things I said, and I'm telling you I apologize to this person and she's forgiven me. So if you're concerned about what I said to her daughter, then why don't you carry your ass over there and back her up instead of throwing her under the bus? They're
Betsy, that's the thing. We didn't. She did. She threw herself under the bus when she lied to people and she conned people and she scammed people by, making them believe that there was a common, I wouldn't say enemy, but a common goal in trying to bring to light a person, even if it weren't you. Even if it weren't you, Michelle, it wouldn't be any different. I promise you. 99.999% of these people still would not have appreciated being lied to, etc. So, no, you don't get to say that either. Okay, moving on.
not going to drum up drama because there's not going to be any drama. Anything that is said negatively towards me, you are automatically being blocked. So watch how you word it, or you're not going to have another way to even talk. You're not getting timed out, you're getting blocked. I don't answer to anyone. If I've done something directly to you, then we can take it up. But unless I've done something directly to you, shut the hell up. It's not your problem.
Okay, you guys. No, I'm not going to shut up. And yes, you have done multiple things to me personally. So, no, I'm not going to shut up. You have said things to me and about me that, no, it's personal. But that's not why I do it, Michelle. That's literally not why I do it. You talk about wanting to hold people accountable, and so do we about you. So, you know, it works both ways, but not in your mind. You really need to get over yourself, and you need to open your mind and realize that you don't have to respond to anything, much less everything that's said about you. All right, guys. And please, Michelle, understand that you addressing BoT and trying to talk people into, not being angry and not being upset and not being hurt does not do anything except make it worse. Just saying. Alrighty. So, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please forgive me for not being here for so long, but it's been a health issue for a while now, and I just couldn't bring myself to pull up. So I do apologize, but I hope you forgive me. You have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those you love. Please guard your mental health because it is important. It truly is. Alrighty. Well, until next time.